Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, there is a definite chill in the Northern California air, Coach, but still a wonderful afternoon for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty sick. He'll never blame the receiver publicly.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
He's coming.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out right at the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
Draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
On first down, punt. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Snell. And he's taken down inside the 30.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. D Ford able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. They let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. They'll have Jimmy G calling the shots. Grew up in the northern suburbs of Chicago, went to Eastern Illinois.
Getting it done, but they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now this one complete on the slant route. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
On the ground, Richard.
And everyone always tells me the fullback is leaving the game, and then I say, hold on a second. What about Kyle Juszczyk? 2-time Pro Bowler, maybe the best all-around fullback in the game for his ability to block, catch, and occasionally run the football inside. I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. It's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Well, he's going to go for it all. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And that will wind up just short. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know
Murray fighting, lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. Murray now on 1st down. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 1st down, Murray. And an alley to run. They'll run on 1st down. Punt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now Murray seals Jones. Touchdown Cardinals. Ricky Seals-Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, #8 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
it certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 29, Murray. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And he's able to get the 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray throwing middle, and it's complete. On 1st down, Bonham. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them.
On 2nd and 9, Murray throwing right, and that's complete.
He creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
From the gun, Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. Shotgun now from Murray. He's got it. Ricky Seals-Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. They had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo looks to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well. Hard, hard, hard.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From midfield now on second down. Murray, he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones.
Let's go. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. To throw again on second down. Murray. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Murray. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Murray, he's got it. Seals Jones, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock. There's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Gets this one to use check.
That's all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Colts who have the lead in the second quarter. Andrew Luck has thrown a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we take the long trek eastward to Tampa, check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Alvin Kamara, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting Jaguars. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Garoppolo now. And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Richard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Throwing now is Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground. And hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Here's Murray. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. On 3rd down, Murray. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down. This is 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
It just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Play action. Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. 55 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here, this is Richard. On 2nd and a couple. Garoppolo.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Now a handoff to Richard. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the 1st. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing, you and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DeForest Buckner. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock.
Being chased out left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would. Starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went
and the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Let's go.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. Got a man, that's Richie James. Draw play, here's the fullback, it's Juszczyk. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. From the 31, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now the fullback, Juszczyk. Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now Garoppolo. He's got Smith here. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
And there's a completion to that spot. 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team. Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one, but let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. Here we go. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Garoppolo to throw, and his throw here is incomplete. Working from the gun, Garoppolo brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Garoppolo again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And it's going to be incomplete. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They just go up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect...
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Steps away. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. To throw is Murray. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Credit the sack to the Oregon Ducks. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Niners, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.